In this video, I want to talk about how War of the Worlds expresses themes of fatherly neglect and the War on Terror, and how they tie together to eradicate the alien invasion. Now, before we get into Ray Ferrier's character and his rocky relationship with his kids, we should discuss the symbolism of war. The first direct reference to war is when Robbie's mother mentions to Ray,
Robbie's got a paper on the French occupation of Algeria due Monday, which he's yet to begin.
But Robbie likely has no intention of completing the paper anyway. He's just like his father when it comes to upholding responsibilities, we find out later on. And I can't help but think that the lightning scene with Ray and his daughter Rachel to be a reference about war. As the lightning strikes, Ray tries to calm Rachel by alluding to the good times at 4th of July events. He begins singing the national anthem before being scared by another burst of lightning.
Well, it's the 4th of July.
After the tripod obliterates everyone in the street, Ray returns home covered with the ashes of the dead. This calls back to 9/11 as the Twin Towers fell, leaving the people of New York covered in dust and ash. We should discuss the alien tripods being buried on Earth millions of years prior. On the surface level, it's a ridiculous idea. It means that as technologically advanced as humans are, we had no idea that there were thousands of these tripods underneath us the whole time. That's too easy a way to get the aliens to Earth. It implies that these aliens always had the intention to destroy humans or whatever life evolved as the dominant species. On a literal level, it's lame, and it makes no sense strategically. But if you look at it from a symbolic level regarding the War on Terror, it makes better sense. As with the aliens who already had their weapons ready on Earth, so had the terrorists on 9/11. They were already here in America and used American airplanes as their weapons.
You know what your problem is?
I can think of a couple women be happy to tell you.
The first shot we see of Ray is him in a massive cargo loader at a Brooklyn dock. He's an expert at his job, able to navigate large machinery. His boss even wants him to work more because he's so good and reliable at his job. In a way, Ray somewhat juxtaposes the aliens driving their large tripods. He's put into a similar situation at the end when he rescues his daughter in the tripod cage. Although Ray loves his kids, he's also at war with them. They don't connect with him, and he doesn't really care about connecting with them. He does the bare minimum with them, and they know it. Holding vague conversations and playing catch is his limit.
That's half what I got.
You're an asshole. Hate coming here.
Why you act like such a dick? Stud, maybe a little blackjack.
I'm allergic to peanut butter.
Since when?
Birth.
Robbie tells him he was never there for them, and then he knows Ray doesn't give a damn about them.
You only chose Boston because you hope Mom's there, and if she's there, you can dump us on her. You can dump us on her, and then you only have to care about yourself.
Robbie desperately wants to fight the aliens. He wants to join the army, not realizing how dangerous it is, or what that would mean by leaving his sister's side.
Wait, stop! Let me on! Let me on! Give me a hand! Wait! Stop!
In that respect, he's actually just like his dad. Ray abandoned his family responsibilities for a life that only benefits himself. Robbie is the same way. It's just masked as virtuous because it's for the army fighting the invasion. But if he were to go, it would leave his little sister alone, likely feeling abandoned just as his father has left him.
Robbie! Where are you trying to go? What are you trying to do? Who's gonna take care of me if you go?
Even after Rachel tells her brother this, Robbie still goes against Rachel and Ray's wishes.
I'm not letting you do this. You can hate me. You can hate me, but I love you.
I need to be here. I want to see this. Wait. Just stick with Joseph, your sister. Please let me go. You need to let me go.
This is the father trying to protect his son, but understanding that he must allow his son to become a man. Once Robbie breaks away from his father, Ray and Rachel retreat to a dilapidated farmhouse.
Over him! Hurry!
They meet Ogilvy, who begins as a sympathetic person, but turns out to be a paranoid individual. It's Ogilvy's uncontrollable fear that nearly gets them all killed, and forces Ray to take drastic measures to ensure their safety. It's only after Ray kills Ogilvy and then nearly dies from being eaten in the tripod cage while saving his daughter does Ray come full circle as a responsible parent. It should be noted too that as Ray is defending Rachel in the tripod, it's with the help of an American soldier. This is a direct reference to the bravery of the American military force. With the soldier's help, Ray is able to destroy the tripod. In that moment, it's as if Ray has become a soldier, cleverly using grenades to blow up the tripod. As Ray and Rachel march onward, they see a statue that looks like a Revolutionary War patriot holding a musket, which is emblematic of America winning the Revolutionary War and gaining its freedom from Britain's rule. The Declaration of Independence, the pivotal legal document that establishes America, was signed July 4th, 1776, as a result of the Revolutionary War with Britain. Certainly the statue is also a reference to the 4th of July suggestion from the first act, when they saw the lightning behind the house. It likely is, since this movie was released on June 29th, 2005, just days before the 4th of July, and just in time for America's celebration of its freedoms. American patriotism is parallel with strong father figures. When the father takes responsibility for his family, the film implies that the country as a whole will come together to solve problems. Once Ray expressed his love for his son and was willing to die for his daughter, he was able to defeat the aliens. The aliens' collapse from that point forward is representative of Ray's fatherly dedication to his kids.